We got Generic Joe here. I got a T-shirt. Can you
Hey, yo,
lift
what's
your
up, man?
camera so I can see
No,
it?
no, no. I'm in tech. I don't want to get banned.
Oh, okay. So this isn't a non-call. Okay. All right. So we're doing San Diego. What's up?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty successful. I'm like 33. I work for big tech. Uh, I got a sweet loft. I got all this stuff, and I'm just not having success, dude, in dating. I can't get them to go like 3, 4 dates, and I just hate generic stuff, dude. Like, I'm not into movies. I'm not into like pop culture. I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm full big tech nerd, bro.
Are you at one of the FANG companies, like getting paid $700,000 a year to write code and do cool shit?
It's up there, man. It's up there. It's not quite that level, but it's up there. And
Okay, but I mean, like, you've got that kind of earning potential, right?
yeah, and I'm just not finding it, dude.
Okay,
I've been
so
out there-
so what do you think the problem is with the girls? Because I mean, money's not a problem for you, right?
yeah, that's not an issue, dude. I'm fun, dude. I got a forerunner. We're going outdoors. We're going. So I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. A lot of them are saying emotional connection or emotional, like,
Do you know what that means? Emotional connection. There's no emotional connection.
you
What
know
do you
what
think that means?
they're probably saying.
What does the chat think it means? Since we're on the topic. So in the chat, what do you think there's no emotional connection means? But Generic Joe, so what do you think it means?
Not into you.
She doesn't dig your vibe enough.
Yeah, it's her way to say no.
So why do you think that these gals are not into you? Like, what's missing?
That's what I don't know, man. I'm pursuing excellence. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to do the best of my job.
Okay, so what do you do for fun? Like, you like to drive your Forerunner. What do? You take them off-roading? You picnic
Yeah, I got
in
a
the
mountain
middle of
bike
the desert?
in the back there. Mountain
What do you do for
biking,
dates?
outdoor stuff. And sorry,
What do you do for dates, man?
That's what I do. That's what I do. Well, first date it's like coffee or something, but then
Okay.
we'll go out hiking. We'll go out to the Forerunner. I'll rent a bike. We'll go mountain biking and stuff, and it doesn't keep them, bro. It doesn't keep them. And that's where I'm like, dude, I've been at it like 3 years out here. I don't know if it's like the West Coast vibe. If we've got like just some Beckys out here that don't like having fun.
How many gals have you dated?
Like gone on more than one. Okay, dude, it's
more than one date.
It's a lot.
How many?
It's like 50 plus.
Okay, so you've dated 50 plus, and you're not getting. What are you not getting exactly? You're not getting a third date. You're not getting
right around like 3 or 4 days.
Intimacy.
Right around like date 3 or 4, they're like, man, I just don't dig your vibe. Don't dig your vibe.
Are you closing them? Like, you going for the intimacy?
Yeah, for sure.
And are you closing them?
No, I get shut down all the time, man. I'm like, what? It's just kind of weird. If you got advice, man, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's see what the chat's saying over here. So I'm gonna start with that. We're seeing, what are you doing to seduce them? The San Diego shirt ain't it. You're too boring. Be captivating. Stop wearing t-shirts with logos. Confidence.
I'm not wearing these on the dates. Don't worry, I got some button ups.
No genuine burning desire. He seems to be beta. Would you say you're an alpha male or a beta male?
I mean, I'm working on that alpha man. I'm working on it, trying to get to it.
Okay, so
I think
on a scale of 1 to 10,
I'm always trying to achieve it. I'm always trying to get there.
Got it. Okay, so with a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the absolute best version of yourself, you've reached the pinnacle of Generic Joe, and 0 being right at the very bottom. Where do you place yourself?
Probably like a 6.
Have you read my book?
No, I've not. I got to jump on it.
Okay, well, this is my book. It's called The Unplugged Alpha. It's also the title of the podcast. You should definitely get it. There's a chapter in the book on how to use online dating. Now, I specifically state in the book, if you're going to rate yourself like a 7 or under, you're not going to get a lot of good results dating. Do you date girls from work, or do you use dating apps? Like, what are you using right now?
I mean, I have a lot of success online. Like, I don't. I
Sorry,
think
you just finished telling me you don't have any
I
success,
have
and now you're
success
telling me you have
meeting
success.
online. I don't have
Okay, so you
success
get the date.
getting the
Yeah.
LTRs. Like I want a long-term relationship, something that
Okay.
is going to work. So
So
I'll get to. I get tons of meetups, right? So
okay.
getting that
So
first,
so
second.
all that means is that you've got decent photography and that
Mhm.
you're probably a good looking guy. Like all I can see is from here down. And
Yeah, I mean,
I,
I'll send you
I
a
don't know
pic
what you
later.
look like in the face. I mean, you're not fat, obviously.
Yeah,
I would throw a little more muscle on that frame if
exactly.
that
Yeah.
was me. That's going to obviously give you a little bit more of an advantage. But at the end of the day, like if you're only rating yourself like a 6 out of 10, women usually only interested in chasing the top 20% of guys. So if you're like a 6 or 7 out of 10, you're gonna have a hard time getting the attention of women because they're chasing all the Chads and the Tyrones and the Pookies, right?
I guess so. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So what can you do to get yourself from a 6 to an 8? I'm asking you, like that's a question. So what do you think like you got to do?
what do I
Because
got to
money's
do
not
here?
an issue for you. You're obviously in the top income bracket for your age range, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just got to bulk up a bit. I think
What's your height
I'm 5'10".
and
That's why I'm
weight?
generic, man.
5'10", and what's
Yeah,
your weight?
or 175.
So 5'10", 175. So if you threw another 10, 15 pounds of muscle on your frame, you look a lot better. So that'll be helpful, but that's
Yeah.
not going to get you to an 8. So what else are you missing?
Okay. I'm not good at text game. For example, like I'll set up dates, the next week or whatever, or when I
Mhm,
set up a date, it's kind of just like small talk, set up a date.
mhm.
And a lot of them are saying like they want this emotional uh like play, and I'm terrible at that. Do you think that's a thing? Like emotional, you, you you know, generating
Look,
that desire isn't just in person.
yeah,
It's
without
playing it up in
without you
text,
showing
right?
me some like screen caps of like um threads back and forth with girls that you're talking to, it's going to be tough, for me to assess. But at the end of the day, I mean, like you haven't even started with the basics, like reading my book. And my book covers a lot of the fundamentals when it comes to getting better results when dealing with women. Get it, dude. Like read the book and go through it. There's an entire chapter that deals with dating and online game. It's not complicated, right? Like a lot of guys will overcomplicate, you know, dating, and you have to do this and you have to neg this and you have to do that. Okay, look, you're already getting like loads of dates. You've stated that you got 50 dates. The reason why they're not interested in you is probably not because you're not a good looking guy or that you're not tall enough, because otherwise, why would they be going out with you? Because they've already assessed you. Is that you're boring them in real life. That's just the reality of it, right? Like you
Is
have
it
to be
my job to keep
captivating. You have
them
to, sorry?
entertained? Is it my job to keep them entertained? Like I'm
It is.
a reader, dude.
It
I'm
is.
reading like I'm just
It is
reading
your
all that
job
stuff.
to be entertaining, because there's a guy out there with a boat that will invite her and all of her girlfriends on the boat, right? And entertain the shit out of them, or have a ski chalet up in the mountains and invite them up there and entertain the shit out of them, right? It is your job to entertain women. You can do anything to a woman except for bore her, right? It's a fact. So you definitely want to make sure that you're more captivating. Like it's one of the pillars of attraction when it comes to women and keeping women around. It's something that, like the guys in the Mano Swamp don't talk about. They just focus on be good looking, have good game, buy my course on pickup or whatever. It's like, no, dude, like you have to be captivating. Like that's probably one of the most important things. I've seen a lot of rich, good looking guys that are boring as shit that have the exact same problem that you have, because they're not captivating. They don't know how to engage them and keep them interested and tease them and push and pull them sort of back in their lives, sort of thing. You got to play with chicks, dude. Like that Cyndi Lauper song, "Girls Just Want to Have Fun."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like I can have like if I meet another tech bro, dude, like we're going at it. We're talking about like the sauna. We're talking about ice bath. We're talking about all this. We're talking about like being in nature, lowering cortisol levels. We're going like crazy ham on like
Yeah.
some of this biohacking stuff that you've been talking about, right?
So
Like I don't think chicks don't
yeah,
want
but
that.
you're not gay, so you're not going to be banging these dudes. Like you're looking for women, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's
I mean, you specifically said I'm looking for a long-term relationship.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And,
What kind of experience do you have with girls? Have you had any kind of long-term relationships in the past? Have you ever had a
yeah,
girlfriend?
I've had a 3-year LTR.
Okay. And then like prior to that, like how many women have you dated in total that have gotten to like, beyond 1 or 2 dates?
Like beyond, like LTRs beyond that, probably like 4 or 5.
So you've had one LTR and you've had 4 or 5 that went beyond 1 or 2 dates.
No, 4 or 5 LTRs. I meeting them is not the issue. That like
It's
meeting up,
keeping them.
it's keeping them. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means you're a good-looking guy. You photograph well. Dating apps work, great for you. Fine, awesome. But you're not able to keep them around. So retention's a problem.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Captivation is what you have to work on. I mean, there's some game element to that too. You can go read. Who's got some good material that I still endorse is Troy Francis. He's got these like manuals. You can find him on Twitter. If you search for Renegade Playboy, somebody in the chat, if you can put his put his handle or his website, please. You can grab that and you can read through that. Another option is I do one-on-one consults. You're getting paid well. My rate's high. I mean, if you want to book me for an hour, I'm happy to talk to you privately. We'll get to the bottom of exactly what the problems are. Take a look at some text threads and stuff like that, and I'll coach you, one-on-one in that sense. There's different ways to do it, but the attraction component isn't the problem for you. The problem is you're getting frustrated because you're doing the attraction part, but they don't want to see you be on a couple of dates because they don't feel anything.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The feeling part is you're just not captivating them, right? Like you're not giving them something like you got to be sticky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a guy like you, if you're good looking and you make good money, your problem, should be like, I got 3 chicks that want to see me this Saturday and I'm too busy and these 2 are real hot and I don't really know which one to pick. Like that should be your problem.
But I mean, that's
I can
what
make that your problem if you want. I mean, if you want to book me for
I
an
have
hour,
them
then
lined
I'll
up,
make it your problem.
right? Like online dating seems to go in seasons. So like after the holidays and stuff, like everyone wants to date, right? So I'll get like a bunch of dates on the weekends. I'll be like, oh, perfect. I got like 4 or 5 people that I'm going to go on dates with for the next month or whatever, and then none of them end up working out. It's like
Okay. Well,
unbelievable.
I've offered you some solutions. I mean, I can't coach you through right to the solution because I try to keep these to like 5-10 minutes and do
Yeah,
some
dude.
quick
Yeah,
Q&A, but
sweet.
you need more than 5 or 10 minutes of my time. So if you want, if you got the means to, my link is pinned in the top of all videos if you want to book a call. Alternatively, get my book and read it because it's like $10. It's a 5-hour read tops. And start with that. And if you want to, continue reading, I'd get Troy Francis's books on pickup and gaming women and stuff like that, so that you know how to captivate them and make yourself a lot more sticky. So you got a couple of options there, my friend.
Sweet. Cool.
I
Thanks
wish
for
you the best. All right. Good luck, man. That's tough. A lot of guys out there, it's like, they have something going on or they think that they're interesting. Like I'll take them ring or I'll take a mountain bike. You know what I would do? Look, if you like off-roading, if you like, jeeping or forerunnering or what do they call it? Overlanding or whatever it happens to be. I'd be like, look, Becky, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out this weekend. I'm going to load up the Forerunner. You're going to make a picnic for us. All right. This is what I like to eat. Going to pick up this, to drink. We're going to go for a rip through the desert. You're going to love this. It's a great vista that I'm going to take you to. You sell her the story, right? She packs up the picnic, Matt's down, great drive, banter, laugh in the car, joke, poke, make out. Next thing you know, you could be smashing and pulling cactus thorns out of your butt, right? You see what I'm saying, right? Like you can use whatever it is that you happen to do, to your advantage when it comes to women. You just have to captivate them and like guide them. Women, like one of the great mistakes a lot of people in like the FANG companies, like the tech companies, they have is they're like men and women are equal, and I just have to be polite and nice and all that sort of stuff. And that's not what women want. They want to be led in a relationship. They want a guy to be a guy. They they want an asshole. There's an old saying in England. You got to be keen. Sorry, to keep them keen, you got to be a bit mean, right? And I'm not saying you have to be an asshole, but there's probably an inner asshole within you that you have to kind of tune in a little bit more and just tell them, this is what we're going to do. You're going to pack this in the picnic. We're going to hop in the Forerunner. We're going to go overlanding. Got this great vista. Don't take it very many people to it, but I found it the other day. It's a brand new one. I want to show it to you. Sell her this story, right? And you just boom, right? Anyway, that's how I would do it if I was in his shoes. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here. And pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.